A little time here. We're going to make a dessert and we're going to hang out with some animals. We've got Miss Safira, Miss Mama, the ever vocal Ringo, our cat. There's Mr. Preacher. Here's little Bernie. Let's see. Oh, there's our guy right there. There's Ringo. I think we had Miss Tammy walking around here earlier. Where's sweetheart Tammy? She better not have gotten outside. There's no way. Oh, there she is. Here's sweet little Tammy. Hey, Pinky, how you doing? Here's sweet little Tammy hanging out in her chair in her cardboard. Where's Shelby? Shelby must be outside. How you doing tonight, Pinky? This afternoon. Sorry, it feels like night here. It's been a little dark. Getting dark. Oh yeah, there's Shelby way out there. She's feeling a lot better. She's been eating today. But yeah, I went hanging out, almost done with work. Well, that's great. Well, like I promised, we're going to be making a dessert today. And I got everything laid out like a real deal cooking demonstration. What do you think about that? I got it all together. Oh, I think I hear Lexi even. One more client. Awesome. Yeah, look how much butter we got to use for this demo. 8 ounces, 2 sticks of butter. But other than that, it's been an interesting Saturday. I've been taking naps as much as possible. Uh-oh, I think we hear the queen ready to come out. We're going to have to go get her. So 3 likes already. Hey, Daniel, how are you? Happy weekend. Or Daniela, I'm sorry. Hey, queen. There's Miss Lexi. How are you, queen? Good to see you, sweetheart. Miss you so much. Miss you so much. Oh, you want to go back in already? Hang out with us. So yeah, we got about 6 people on. We're going to be making a dessert today. It's called buckle, and we're going to be making a blackberry peach buckle tonight. And then we'll get that going, and we'll hang out with the dogs and cats while it's cooking, and then we'll check and see how it turns out. Kind of do a real-time cooking demonstration with a little bit of distraction. So first things first, let's get this going to 350. Looking good enough in there. And then I want to get a pan going because we're going to have to, I'm going to change a couple little steps. Do some things that I like to do when I bake. Rebecca, how are you? I will also chat in real time with everybody while I cook. So if you have any questions, feel free. This is Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. We'd love if you'd subscribe. We got a lot of old dogs and cats around here. Except Ringo, he's kind of new. He's a little young. And we got little Tammy, who we just found in the barn a couple weeks ago. So welcome to the show. Let's start out. We can start out by doing 2 things right now. First things first is we have to... OC California, Love Buckle, Blueberry Pete. Nancy, how you doing? Good to see you. Admiral Cook, your dog just farted. Oh my God, that can be rough. Am I making cat food? No, I'm going to be making a blackberry peach buckle. So I hope you all like butter. So first things first, we got to take this butter, and actually I'm going to reserve a little bit of this for greasing the pan. Did I create food in bulk for animals? I did yesterday. If you want to check out the live stream from yesterday, I made biscuits. Your wife criticizes you for doing that. I'm sorry to hear that. So first thing we're going to do is we have to cream our sugar. So this is 3/4 cup of sugar to 8 ounces or almost 2 sticks of butter. We're going to get that going. And we're going to let the magic of the blender take care of a bunch of that. Get in there. Admiral Kirk, it hurts when you pee. Well, that's a personal problem, buddy. No snow here. It was almost 80 today. We had flurries earlier in the week. We are baking blackberry and peach buckle, and right now I am creaming the sugar. Hi Beverly, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys can hear me over this. We're making some blackberry peach buckle today. There we go. See it starting to break down? That's what cream and sugar looks like, everyone. 85 in Galveston. Yeah, we almost had it as 80 here in Nashville. Thanks, that spicy burrito. Hope you can still hear me. All right, so see how that's all down in the bottom there now? That's some creamed sugar right there. And that tastes very good if you like to eat raw things. So we can now slowly add we've got an egg we got to get in there. We got some flour we got to get in there. Audio's fine? Okay, good. And then I got some other things here. We got some salt, some baking powder, and some cinnamon. See all that right there? Got a little bit of vanilla we got to get in there. Got to get some Nilla in there. One of the things I like to do, because I'm going to be using this to break down some of these blackberries and make a sauce that I'm going to mix in with the dough, as well as put blackberries on top of the dough. Cannabis, I mean, add cannabis at any point in time and you'll be fine. Would I add cardamom? So a lot of recipes, I did research for a bunch of recipes on buckles, and a lot of them do call for cardamom. However, and I have it, however, my wife's not a huge fan, and we are just going to go with cinnamon this time. I was thinking about actually using mace perhaps, but just really not a vibe I was trying to go for. So right now I'm zesting a little bit of this lemon. If anybody knows about this, I'll try getting closer. It makes these little slivers of the lemon rind. So there's intense amounts of flavor in the rind of citrus. I'm trying to stay away from the weird spots that bug me. So get a little bit more there. You hate Houston and Texas too hot? Well, I mean, I can understand not liking it for the heat and that humidity, but I have heard personally that the food scene in Houston is insane. It's off the hook and it's really good. But I don't mean to be a negative Nancy, but this is just what I've heard. So I'm going to take this lemon zest because I like adding flavor to stuff any way I can. And if you dice this up, I'm going to go ahead and just add this right in to there. So, Paul made it. Nice to see you. Oh, the traffic sucks? Well, yeah, I'll get you there. I'll agree with you on that all day long. One of the things I'm going to grab is a little bit of pure dark wildflower honey, right from a Tennessee, USA farm, not far from here. Always try to stay local with your honey, especially if you have allergies. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go in this pan. So we're going to basically make, this is how I make a fruit sauce. So I'm going to take a little bit of oil, not a lot, and we're essentially sauteing fruit and adding a little sugar to it to create a glaze. And it's a really quick process. Doesn't take very long. And in my opinion, it makes just things better. So people keep commenting on my new pan. This is a ceramic pan that's just dirty. It's not a Teflon pan. So this is a ceramic pan. When I got it, it was light gray in color. It wasn't a black. So I can understand on camera how it looks like a horrifying pan. But believe me, you're just seeing the aging of the pan, etc., etc. Am I happy with this pan? Not really. It never really was. It never really worked as good as a Teflon pan, but it's okay. Would I buy this pan again? No, I wouldn't buy this pan again. But I'm using it for the time being because pans are expensive. The tool I used to make the zest. So this is called a lemon zester right here. So it has two functions. You can scrape along, sorry, I'll get that in focus. You can scrape along there, or you can scrape along here. And if you ever see, like, sometimes they garnish drinks with lemon peel, they would make a wider gouge into the fruit. Oh, about cassaway? You mean cassava? Yeah, it's a ceramic pan. It's something that they did at what do you call it? At the old Costco, and I went for it. So here we go. We've got this bunch of blackberries, and so I'm just gonna put these in there. And this is a real quick deal. I'm gonna take about 2/3 of them. Okay. Within about a minute, they start breaking down, which is good because I'm gonna want to have ribbons of blackberry throughout the dough. I need a better stove. That's my 50-year-old stove. Why are you calling Gordon Ramsay? He would love that stove. That stove pumps. Yeah, I got these 3 ceramic pans from Costco for like 70 or 80 bucks. And they had a pretty good weight to them. You know, I'm kind of ambivalent. I don't think I would buy them ever again. I'd probably just go get a Teflon pan. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't turn it down. Okay, so see how that's already starting to release its sauce and its juiciness. And honestly, it smells great. Cooking fruit. So you can do this with any fruit. Really, any fruit that you can do in baking with, cherries, apples. Because I found when you just put raw fruit on desserts or baked goods, it ends up not really cooking it all the way, and it just sort of makes it kind of fruity. So we got a little bit of honey. Don't need a lot. And this is just to make a glaze. That should be enough. Tennessee honey. Delicious stuff. That's good honey. No, it's not a sheep pie. We're making a buckle, a blackberry buckle. That's going to be more like a lot of people describe it as like just a coffee cake or a cake with fruit in it and on it. So if you see in there, this is getting thicker. And you see that smoke coming off. That's water cooking away. And when this cools down, this will be sticky. So this is how you'd make a blackberry sauce. Some people would use a little arrowroot or a little flour in it too. I don't feel like that's necessary in this case. All right, that's done. Because one thing you don't want to do is burn sugar. And that it's actually kind of hard. See how that's starting to stick like that? That's how you know you're doing it good. You could take this and pour this right in a crust, and you'd have a great blackberry pie. The honey will help it firm up, correct. Sometimes you could just add sugar to it too. I didn't want to do that this time. I like going with the honey route, so I'm just going to leave that there to cool. That's what she said. Sorry, I missed the sexual reference, but I was focusing on other stuff. Oh, I also forgot. I want a little lemon in this. Lemon's always good for cutting richness of fruit and sugar and sweet fruit. There we go. Great. Okay. So, let's see here. We can close this up for the time being. Now, what people like to do is they take their dries and mix them together. I personally don't feel like I need to do that, but at least in the case with this extra stuff here. But I am going to periodically add a half a cup of water. What's that slop? So that's 8 ounces of sugar and butter. You said if it sticks, you're doing good. Yeah, that's what she said. Indeed. Getting about a half cup of water. And folks, feel free to subscribe to the Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. Check out some of our other videos. We're going to have an episode dropping today. So I'm going to go ahead. If you're mixing this by hand, I'd say be a little bit more methodical about it. But since I've got the mixer, a lot will be forgiven. So I'm going to put a little bit of vanilla in here. I'm just going to eye it. This is like this vanilla syrup. That's probably good enough. What's that slop in all caps? Who looks like someone got the Boomer Award for all caps. So this should end up making a dough that's really thick. I'm gonna add some of the water. Let me get in there closer. Looking pretty good. I'm gonna have to clean the sides. So how's everyone doing? Everyone got big plans for Saturday? Everyone going out? Gonna go hang out, check stuff out? Anybody going out for some good food? Anybody staying in bacon? See how that's getting lighter and airier? All right, let's go ahead and open this up. See that? It's like very light and fluffy. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this flour in here. Ooh, Pinky's getting on it. Watch out. Standing in bacon. Okay. Let's get the spatula. Get the sides. Oops, sorry, I got you out of shot there for a sec. And I'm not cleaning this spatula. I'm just using, look at that, it's very thick. Oh, wow. Wow, who'd have thought that butter and cinnamon and vanilla and all sorts of stuff would make an amazingly delicious thing. So let's go ahead and get this off. And this is just showing you how easy it is to make desserts. And yeah, good to see everyone. Like Pinky said, hope everyone's having a good day. And I really appreciate you coming onto the stream. We're going to hang out with the dogs and everyone else soon. Check in on the cats. The Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. We adopt old dogs and cats and let them live out their last days here at the farm. And that's kind of the focus on the channel. Lately, we've been doing live streams and doing cooking demos too, because we talk about food a lot and people seem to want to see me make food. Hi Helen, how are you? Welcome to the stream. And should we see if the doggos want to lick this? Shelby, you want to have a little lick? Shelby good. Jory loves food reviews. Hey, thanks, Jory. We're the Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. What do you think, Saphira? Saphira seems to agree. Bernie agrees. Jory, that was really nice of you, man. Thanks a lot, because you seem like a guy that's serious about your food reviews. What do you think? Yep. Well, if you don't have kids, you don't really have anyone to lick the paddle. Mr. Preacher, what do you think? Little Preacher likes it. You do all type of food reviews. Oh, that's cool, man. I'll have to check you out. Let's find if we can see our little. This is our little barn cat Tammy. Oh, here's our 18-year-old orange tabby. Hey, you. Oh, you want a little treat? The queen isn't too sure, but she's not necessarily uninterested. All right, well, let's see what little Tammy just got fixed a couple days ago. Let's see what she thinks. Oh, it's okay, Tammy. So we've got, I don't know where Ringo is. I'm sure Ringo would love it. But, so we got a bunch of people, listen to me. So I got 5 dogs that like it, 1 cat that's sort of interested in it, and another cat that just got fixed who's not interested. Alrighty, so then it's nice to just check in on those guys. So on top of adding lemon zest to this, I've also made this kind of like, people would call this a compote, but it's more just like a blackberry sauce. I'm going to mix this in slightly too, but I think I'm going to do it after I form it into the pan. I've got a little bit of this butter I left aside. We can go ahead and get this stuff out of here. And get our pan. This is my dish, I should say. And I've got some reserved butter. And I just like doing this with my fingers. Keeps things from sticking. And yeah, that looks good. I'm going to do it around here. I forget, sometimes it comes up over the sides and it'll stick to this. But yeah, I got that for $1 at a rummage sale. And it was one of the best pans this is one of the best dishes I've ever bought. I looked it up. It's like a $200 dish. And that's the other thing. If you ever want to get deals on good bakeware, go to estate sales, folks. They're literally trying to get rid of that stuff. I don't know how many times I found a $300 knife at an estate sale for 75 cents. So we're going to just spatula this out. Sorry, I'll try to keep in shot for y'all. And try to sneak little bites of this in between. But yeah, everyone asked me for just a good old southern dessert, and I was looking, and a buckle seems like one of the better desserts. Let's go ahead and clean this side. There we go. So anybody have a birthday coming up or a big event? Do a little shout out for you. All right, I'm going to put this, and you can see how this stiffened up. See that? See how easy that was to make that? Folks, this is why you don't have to buy pie filling. You can just do it fresh. It literally, how long did that take me, guys, to make this? 3 minutes? 4 minutes? So I want to just spread this around. And then I'm going to get probably a pastry knife and just kind of do a little fold action. I could probably just do it with this knife too. And so I'm just going to go like this and just kind of roughly mix it in. So we have kind of like ribbons. All right. I'm glad I waited to do this till now. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. I wish you could taste this. Wow, it just pops. The flavor, the lemon brings out the blackberry. The sugar. You guys, you've gotten quiet. Have I put you all in a trance with desserts? All right, we're going to clean up this edge a little bit. Doing our best. And go ahead and try to just even that out just a little bit. Oop, a little bit more taste. Now I have a taste knife. Wow. So this is supposed to make 10 portions, and it's about 3,700 calories. 3,700 calories is what most adults should be eating in the course of a day and a half, just so you guys know. So here's the fun part. We can do a little bit of displaying. Maybe we always got to do like the one in the middle. I am making a blackberry and peach buckle. It's a classic southern dessert. Regulars on my channel, sorry, I'll keep moving out of frame. Regulars on my channel have asked that I make a southern dessert. And this is what I've decided I would do for them. Just kind of do like a little center guy. Actually, I'm going to spread these out a little bit more. Make this look a little bit more symmetrical because I got two more. When it bakes, it never looks right anyway. What is my name? I know everyone else's. My name is Patrick. Welcome to this happy old dog and cat farm. And it's my pleasure. Thank you for watching me. I'm not a professional cook or a baker by any means, but I've done it my whole life and I love it. And I have a channel where we highlight that we adopt old dogs and cats. And we take them in and let them live their last days out at our farm here. We're in the Middle Tennessee area. And we love what we do and we want to share it with the world. And here's the peach slices. We're going to do a little ring around the world here. Couldn't find fresh peaches. Definitely out of season here in the South, but I found these bagged peaches for sale. And better than canned peaches. I am anti-canned fruit when it comes to desserts. You should be using fruit as fresh as possible, in my opinion, but you know, that's just me. But wow, don't these peaches really make it pop? Give a like and comment if you're down with a blackberry peach buckle, everyone. And if you can, please subscribe. Check out the channel. We're gonna have a fresh new episode blasting out in probably a few hours. So I'm gonna maybe do this too. Make these stand up. And yeah, guys, really appreciate you. Love hearing comments, love reading comments. Love the support for what we're doing here. We're helping old dogs and cats. We want to remind everyone to if you have the opportunity to adopt, please adopt an older dog or a cat. They're usually the chillest animal you can adopt. They're a lot easier to hang out with. They're usually funner. And what they bring, the love that they bring into our lives is unforgettable. And I'm just going to put some of these extras in here. But look at this, guys. This is really... Did you think it would look this good? What do you got to say, everyone? You come on, you can admit it if you were thinking, wow, this is going to look weird. This is a mess. What's this guy doing? I'll tell you one thing. My wife's going to flip out when she gets home because I got some... A lot of people were saying, put whipped cream on this. Well, I'll tell you a secret. I bought some chocolate ice cream. Because personally, I think nothing goes better with blackberries and peaches than chocolate ice cream. Some people would say vanilla, but if you're going to... Who's hissing? Who's hissing? You two. Hey! Hey! No hissing. Come here. Come here. All right. Grandma needs her nap. Sorry, everyone. Where are you? Where'd you go? Tammy, what happened? Are you okay? There you are. Come on, you. Come on. All right, everyone. Say bye to Lexi. They usually get along, but Lexi gets a little tired. But that's what happens when you're an 18-year-old cat. Bye, sweetheart. Hey, everyone. I just want to let you know Admiral Kirk just farted. So, in case you wanted to know. Admiral Kirk, Y6X, just farted. Did you guys hear about Admiral Kirk, y'all? He just farted. All right, so I've got a couple more peaches left. Yep, time for Lexi to go take a nap. I'm not even sure who was hissing there. I think it was Lexi. And she's 18. She needs to just go chill out more. Oh, Admiral Kirk just farted again. And he has a turtle head popping out. You know what that means, everyone? That means he's about to poop his pants. Are you, how old are you, Admiral Kirk? Are you older than 10? Because if you're about to poop your pants, you probably shouldn't admit that. So here we go, folks. Here's the looks on it. The blackberry peach buckle before it goes in. And I'm definitely going to clean this rim before it goes in. Yep, time for a diaper change on old Admiral. I'm 87 and love a good fart. Well, that's good, man. Hey, if you're 87 and you can still appreciate your body, I'm not going to shame you. Congratulations. And hey, way to go for being hip enough to know how to use YouTube. Most old timers don't do that. Thanks, Alice. So this is the peach blackberry buckle, everyone. And let's see how long they're telling me I got to put it in for. 40 minutes. Okay. Well, we're gonna do the old probably stick a knife in and see if the dough is done check. Probably after about 20 minutes. Because I have a feeling it's going to. My oven is a 50-year-old beast that tends to run a little hot. But in this goes. We'll set this for 20 minutes. And yeah, so now we're at the point where we just sort of check in on the dogs and the cats and hang out and pet them and give them some love, and we talk about whatever you guys want to talk about while this cooks. And stick around to the end. You'll come check back in about, I'd say, 30-ish minutes. You'll probably see what it looks like. But in the meantime, let's spoil some dogs and cats with some treats. Let's see here. So yesterday I made dog biscuits on the stream. Oh, so we're making blackberry buckle. We just put it in the oven. Here you go. There's a treat. There's a treat. There's a treat. There's a treat. Let's go find Mama. Mama. Here's your treat. Thank you. And everyone, welcome to the Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. Here's our old dogs and cats. And we'll give the cats treats in a second. Now the cat treats are different. Cats like to eat some chicken. So we'll get a little bit of chicken. Treats are good to eat. Treats are good to eat. Let's give the dog some treats. Thank you, Kimchi. We're the Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. We adopt old dogs and cats and we let them hang out here at the farm and live their last days. Oh, the ever vocal Ringo. Ringo, do you deserve a treat? Do you think you deserve a treat? You see how Ringo's got a little black spot in his mouth too? Oh you're so gentle. You're not biting me. You're just licking. Such a sweetheart. You want a little more? Of course you do. So this was Ringo. We adopted him from a shelter because he wasn't producing insulin and he was bullying the other cats for their food. And they couldn't figure out what was wrong with him, so we brought him out here to kind of isolate him from other cats. And then we found out that he just needs a special diet. You want a little more? Kimchi, we just sort of come and go. I usually do streams Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. And, the algorithm, there's a lot of cat and dog content out there. And I've just started to fold in live cooking demonstrations. So maybe that's it. We're starting to... cats need some grain too. They apparently need taurine at a minimum. So here's our little depressed barn cat, Tammy, who we adopted and then immediately went into heat. No, we didn't adopt her. We found her in the barn. I'm sorry. And she immediately went into heat. She's barely 6 months old. And she likes chicken too. Aw, Tammy. You want? We can take that off. What are you doing, Ringo? Ringo, get. Get. Here you go, Tam. We'll give you... We just don't want her running out the door, through the dog door. Because she just got fixed. So little Tam went into heat. Little kitties go into heat very young. Ringo does want more yummies, and he'll probably get them. There we go, Tammy. So my wife was talking about how, we've just been... Lexi's her cat, and Lexi's 18 now. And she's just sort of kind of been letting Lexi do her thing. And my wife thought she was done with cats for a while. And then now all of a sudden we end up with 2 tuxedo cats, and Tammy, we didn't have any choice. She ended up in our barn. You all right, sweetie? You okay? Did you get enough? Thanks for loving Lexi. She's a sweetheart, and she does a lot of our video content. We haven't gotten... Ringo actually goes out on walks and adventures with the dogs now. But as I was saying before, why didn't she throw these out? We should have thrown these out. I was looking and I was like, we had a sign. I like collecting bad cat art, or at least poorly drawn cat art from rummage sales and estate sales. If I see someone mess up a cat painting, I'm buying it. And I was walking and I said, look at that, 2 tuxedo cats. And this cat even looks like Ringo. Someone painted that in 1979. Or no, this is the one that was painted in 79. Look at that. It's amazing. But yeah, we were like, I showed my wife, I'm like, there were signs that we were going to end up with 2 tuxedo cats. Yeah, I love this one. This one's so cute. And, oh, you little sweet thing. Here you go. Yeah, I appreciate it, Ren Stars. Thanks for that nice comment. And I like how you. We're going to be putting out a new episode, probably in the next 3 or 4 hours. It's rendering right now. I just edited it. This is a. This was a painting that made us. Kind of gave us a little forecast that we were going to get Lexi. Oh. Well, you could if you wanted to. If you wanted to send pictures to me, we have a community page. All YouTube channels have community pages. So if you become a subscriber, not a member, you can just be a subscriber. I have allowed the option for subscribers to post. Ooh, sorry, I stepped in your tail. I'm not bad. Let me make it up to you with chicken. So subscribers can go to the community page and post pictures. I love watching Miss Lexi strut around the property. She does my heart so good. That's such a nice comment. Thanks for that. I love hearing that. And yeah, you guys feel free to go to the community page on YouTube. We also have another option too. You can join the Discord server, Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm Discord server, and you can share whatever you want there. And but yeah, it seems like the YouTube community page really gets a lot of attention. And yeah, here we are. I mean, we're probably in the next 45 minutes going to be going out and doing an adventure. We do at least, if I'm not working, we do at least 2 adventures a day. So let's go outside here, take a look. I'm going to keep an eye on Tammy so she doesn't run out. But yeah, here's the farm. He thinks he's a dog. He sleeps with them, he eats with them. He hangs out. He has no fear of them. But yeah, it's 70 right now. We got a nice breeze. For people not in the United States, that's 22 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Celsius. I'm sorry. Oh, he wants to catch a bird so badly. You, what are you barking at? And yeah, this is my life, guys. It's calm and quiet. Hassles just seem to melt away. Oh, kimchi, I love it. And by the way, we love kimchi here at the farm. My wife, I make her homemade kimchi. And I love kimchi. You have to be a subscriber for a day or week. I don't know. I don't think there's any limit. I do know that only one person has posted a picture of their cat up on there. Yeah, I gotta admit, I've really found a beautiful life here, and I share it with my beautiful wife, and we're both really happy. And this little guy. So he's got early onset dementia, and he'll just bark at anything. How long have I had my land? Is it family land? I've been trying to manifest land, such a peaceful way to live. My wife has shown up on streams a few times. So if you want to go back and check out some of our live streams, she does show up on there, like, especially when we found Tammy. But I didn't want to like force her onto this channel. I just kind of wanted to let her naturally be on this channel. So she comes on occasionally. And yeah, stranger danger. So yeah, early onset dementia. He kind of barks. He likes to bark at nothing. Little guy. He's a little sweetheart. We love him so much, but He's probably 15, you guys. Preacher. Nothing's there. Preacher. Preacher. Nothing's there. You're a mom and wife yourself? That's awesome. Ernest Andrews, how are you? We're at the hanging out with the dogs and cats portion of the cooking demonstration. Ringo's still eyeing up birds. Oh, look at this. Here's another sign that we were going to end up with a tuxedo cat. The old cat birdhouse. So yeah, Alice, we are the happy old dog and cat farm. That's Bernie. He's probably 15. Let's see, zooming in. That's Saphira and Preacher. Oops, sorry, bad camera work. Saphira, our mini husky, she's at least 14. Mama's the youngest one at about 12. Let her get some private time. And Shelby's at least 14. And so, full disclosure on this channel is, that's Shelby. Full disclosure on this channel, we have a dog pass away about once every 6 to 8 months. So, it can be heartbreaking to follow this channel, but at the same time, it's, these little boys and their Too Fast, Too Furious cars. Those were two 90s Honda Accords with no mufflers going by. So freaking obnoxious. Ooh, I'm going 35. That Too Fast, Too Furious, that Too Fast, Too Furious franchise really just kind of like made a lot of teens really backwards when it came to like driving fast cars. I personally I know a guy who was in his 40s who was into those 1990s Hondas and he bought one and put like $35,000 into it and just random aftermarket crap. And then he got rear-ended and the whole thing got totaled out and he didn't even get a check because it was only worth, the blue book on it was barely $2,000. Not even drag racing, just like, it's more just like being obnoxious with crappy cars. It's like, if you want to be fast, get a fast car, man. Something else is there, is saying, wind, here comes a storm. Yeah, we do have a nice wind. Actually, it feels great, to tell you the truth. I look after, but something else is here, says, I look after a feral colony and live mostly in my backyard, and it always destroys me when any of the keys take a bad turn and disappear. Ugh. Basset Trio. Yeah, that's tough, but hey, you're a hero for taking care of that colony. Good for you. And we're a fan of you on this channel. 35K on a Honda. I bet it was a Civic. It was a Civic, man. You know it was a Civic. And dude, he belongs to like a group, a Civic group, and they go camping and stuff and hire photographers to come and take pictures of them standing in front of their cars and looking all tough. And then they like drive in formation and stuff. It's seriously some of the lamest crap I've ever seen. Yes, I have a garden. I have about 5 or 6 gardens. Like there's a garden right here. I've got some carrots in it right now. I've got another garden just on the other side of that. Another garden right over there. I've got my berry garden here. Berries there. And then I've got 2 more bigger gardens down there. Yep, Bassett, you're nailing it. Do you know these dudes? Yeah, this summer in my garden, I got probably about 100 pounds of tomatoes. Oh, we also have 5 or 6 fruit trees. They're still kind of young, but we got them. So, funny enough, this used to be a flower farm. This was an herb garden and a flower farm originally. And I do not grow flowers, but I've been learning that flowers you can make very good money doing flowers. Nah, typical midlife crisis. Yeah, honestly, I think it's that, and then just like dudes who are boring. Like this guy's really doesn't really have much going on in his life. Right, Ringo? My county has a no TNR program, and the local shelter is kind of useless, so it makes things more difficult. I bet, but at the same time, I hope you like raise money to help pay for like spaying and neutering and stuff like that. Hi, Wendy. Hi from Florida. Hi from Tennessee. We're the Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. We love it if you guys could subscribe, check out some of our videos. We're going to have a new episode out. I'm probably going to set it for about 8 o'clock Central Time. And we go on adventures with dogs. And we take the cats out on adventures. Oh, there's Tammy. She can't come out. You can't go running away. So that's Tammy. We had Tammy we just found in the barn. So Tammy we found in the barn about 5 weeks ago, and she just went into heat. So we've had her wearing a donut. I took it off her so she could be a little bit more relaxed. It's been about 3-4 days, and she's actually healing really well. Lexi was just out here during the cooking demo, and she's 18 and got a little grumpy. And yeah, so now Tammy's underneath her little day bed there. That's where all the dogs like to sleep. Here's Preacher. He's kind of like a little pet pig. Preacher is exactly like having like one of those little mini pigs. Remember those were all hip to have? My sister had one, a little mini pig. Boom, look at that jump. Good jump, dude. Should we take a peek at the buckle? Sorry about this. I have to keep my trash up in the air or else the dogs eat it. Oh, we have 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. Let's take a look at this. So they're saying it needs 40 minutes. I'm thinking, I bet it only needs 30. What do you think of that, folks? Is that starting to look pretty? Look at it rising. Oh, it smells so good. But I think we're safe to give it another 10 minutes. Let me get a... Yeah, we're just gonna give it another 10. How many acres? I have about 5.5 acres. And then what makes my 5.5 acres nice is my other neighbor has 5 acres, and then my neighbor on the other side has 25 acres. So we have a lot of privacy. Honestly, I've been really lucky about the trash thing. So yes, I did. The first part of this stream was me making it. I've been doing live cooking demonstrations, and then we sort of have chill out time with the dogs and cats. Before it was just chill out time and walking around and talking. And so that's actually not a pie, it's a buckle. It's a southern thing, so it's kind of like a little cake that you make fruit on top, put fruit on top of. They're saying a buckle is kind of like a coffee cake without the streusel topping. Perfect life. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in a lot of angry chaos, and so it's been a goal for me to try to find just like a mellow, happy vibe. And me and my wife are very fortunate and happy here, and so we just try to adopt as many animals as we can handle, and focus on just being happy and making each other happy and trying to keep it as simple as that. And when you filter away all the garbage and the noise in life, things like that become really simple. Right, Preacher? Oh, little Tammy's out. All you need is love, but at the same time too, there's a little more to it, and that is like you have to at least be able to be happy with yourself. Some people would say be able to love yourself. I just say you have to figure out a way to be happy with yourself, which, you know, and I'm not going to say it's easy to do. It took me, I didn't get out here until I was in my late 30s. But, you know, every step to enlightenment is a long path for some. Even people who have everything are miserable. Yeah, enjoy your own company, be happy in your own skin. I'm still working on that. Every day I feel like I'm fighting my biology. Right, Tammy? Mama. Mama's one of the sweetest animals ever. But yeah, you guys, so happy old dog and cat farm. 42 likes. This is awesome. Great to see some new people, meet some new people, see some new faces, hear about other people's experiences. Trauma makes it more difficult, but at the same time, for me anyway, trauma drove me further to trying to figure it out. And more I realized that if I followed my instincts, I was usually correct. Bro, my sister next door whoops his dog in. Whoops his dog in. Well, if you're saying your sister abuses your dog, I hate your sister, and I think you should call the police on her. In Tennessee, we have an animal abuse registry, a lot like the sex offender registry. You get busted abusing animals, you end up on that registry for life. And it's a felony, and, you know, good luck finding a job once they find out you're an animal abuser. Oh, your next door neighbor. Yeah, well, I would call sweetheart, sweet Tammy, a cute little kitten. And how are you? How are you, Shelby, dear? With ears that can fly to the moon. Your sister's next door neighbor does. Well, that's crap. Call the police. Yeah, when we went and picked up Shelby, we realized we have a very special dog that's capable of flying to the moon. Skylar W7W, nice to see you. Say hi to Tammy, our little barn cat, the cutie that just came into our lives. Our cute little kitty cat who just got fixed. Walks with Lucy. Well, thanks, Lucy. That was a really nice thing to say. Are you walks with Lucy? What do you walk? Are you just taking walks, or do you walk with dogs? Let me try to get a better picture. Let's see if I can pull her out. Tammy. Look at little Tammy. Oh, did you see her? Her ear just twitched from scratches. Mary A. Meow. You walk with Lucy, your little corgi? That's awesome. Will you please subscribe to my channel so I can follow you back and watch your walks? I take my five dogs, and then our other cat Ringo. We go on walks, and I film them, and we go on adventures around the farm without leashes. Her brothers tag along too. Amazing. Yeah, well, she was barely 6 months old. And she's just the sweetest little thing ever. And the poor thing went into heat almost immediately once she got on a steady diet. immediately in heat. So yeah, this little gal was on her own for quite a while. It took us. When I saw her, I thought it was the neighbor's cat because the neighbor has a cat kind of similar to this. And then we also had Ringo, and so I would see her from a distance and think it was Ringo. And it probably took me a week to figure out, like, wait, that's not Ringo. That's like a little kitten. She got fixed, and she's more wore out from wearing the donut, wearing the e-collar. Isn't she just the cutest? She's so dainty and so cute. We love you, Miss Tammy. The internet loves you. We love you too. She's doing these little purrs right now. She loves her mom so much. When my wife comes home, she just sits in her lap and falls asleep. My wife was the one that was able to wrangle her out of the barn. Look at that. Have you ever seen a cat so cute and happy? So everyone, it's Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm, and we love it if you guys could check out our... Yeah, tuxedo cats are awesome. We love it. You could check out the channel. Check out some of the vids. Like and subscribe. We do short form and long form. We do dog adventures and we do cat ASMR. Our old orange tabby Lexi purrs like a motor, and we put a microphone on her, and it's one of the most relaxing things you've ever heard. And we're working on with Ringo to do Ringo adventures, but Ringo started now just going out with the dogs on adventure. He's kind of like a dog. But you know, once Tammy gets big enough and once she settles in more, we're probably gonna do Tammy adventures too. And yeah, lately I've just been doing a lot of live streams and cooking demos, and just kind of like whatever I'm making for dinner, I try to like turn into a little food demo and just talk to people. And we're starting to make a lot of friends. We hit 5,000 subs recently, which was great. And yeah, we just want to spread awareness. Everybody adopt old dogs and cats, because you end up with little sweethearts like this. A bug just landed dead on my nose. All right. Let's see what's going on over here. That's right. I need a stick. So if you ever make like a cake or anything like that, ooh, you guys, does that look amazing? So one of the tricks is you put like a little stick through, and so you see that? See how it's still loose? So yeah, this isn't done yet. We're gonna have to give that another 10 minutes. So yeah, they were right. You need 40 minutes. Oops. You need 10 more minutes. But that's okay. I hope you guys are cool with hanging out and checking out some cats. Yeah, thanks, David. It's a peach blackberry buckle that I made. And we did the cooking demonstration probably in the first 20 minutes of the stream. And lately I've been cooking, and then as it's cooking, we hang out with the dogs and the cats. And yeah, people really seem to like what's going on. It's just kind of like an afternoon at the farm. And we appreciate you guys and your nice comments. And we'd love it if you guys could subscribe and check out the channel, because we want to keep bringing you content, and we want to keep adopting old dogs and cats, like Miss Saphira, one of the bookends of the farm. We've had her for about 3 years now. She's one of the sweetest animals alive. This little guy, he's a sweetheart, but he's also a Chihuahua. But he tries. He tries not to be angry. But he's actually a sweetie. He's just a love vehicle. Oh, and then this one, she wasn't feeling too well. Sweet. How much for the dog? I need one for an experiment. Well, you're a horrible person, so that would be $0. You're going to experiment on dogs. You're just horrible, and the whole world will think you're horrible too. You should be put on a registry, and you should be ostracized for the rest of your life. You should never be allowed to be near any animals or humans for that matter, especially children. How's that? He always puts his head down. Corgis. I love corgis. They're such sweethearts. Do you know corgis were the original American cattle dog? The dogs running the cattle back in the day were corgis because of their short legs. They didn't get trampled as easily. Not a lot of people know that about corgis. Look at Mama. Look at her. Look at her. Saphira, don't you push in. You did know that? Well, that's awesome. I would hope a corgi owner knows that. My favorite thing about corgis is when they jump up on your leg and they're like, pet me, and then you bend over, and as you're bending over, they roll on their back, so you have to pet their stomach. It's one of the funniest dog moves I've ever seen. Have you ever heard the song Corgi by Sleaford Mods? It's a pretty amazing song if you've ever heard it. Search Corgi by Sleaford Mods. I think it's called The Corgis. It's great. If you're into like British guys that yell, but British guys that also love corgis. Don't you start snarting at Saphira. What's the cat's name? This cat, so we have 3 cats, and this one is Tammy Sadie Fox. And Tammy Sadie we found in our barn about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and she just got fixed, and she's an absolute delight. We love her more than anything. We have 8 at our house. We have 5 dogs. We usually try to keep 5 dogs in here, and we have 3 cats. And we've just gotten the 2 cats in the past couple of months. And yeah, in about 7 or 8 minutes, we're gonna have that buckle out. And yeah, we'll probably end the stream at that point. But in the meantime, we'll just hang out. And I know these guys want to go on their adventure. We always do that right before dinner. Right, sweetheart? Oh, wow. Walks with Lucy. You got 5 dogs, 3 cats. That's awesome. I used to have 5 big dogs, and it was really hard. This isn't a very big farmhouse. And, you know, if you go way back on this channel, you see some of the last dogs the last walks with my older, larger dogs, and we kind of got physically worn out by trying to, you know, do end of life care for a 110-pound black lab. That's a tall order. So we started to aim for smaller dogs, and it's been funner, you know. No regrets. I loved having my big old dogs. I loved them. But having smaller animals has really been better on our backs. My wife had a pitty, and he started to get degenerative bone disease in his hips, and we had to carry him around for about 3 or 4 months, probably more like 6 months. Boy, watching that slowly happen really was heartbreaking. And yeah, Bruce, or black lab, and good girl. I don't think there's not a lot. There's some good girl going way back, like 10, 15 years, but I know for a fact, like about 3 years ago, we've got like my last walk with Miss Violet, our Catahoula Whippet, and she was an absolute delight. Such a beautiful dog. She was so beautiful, just like Mama. You're cute as a button. You're cute as a button. You're cute as a button. We love you so much. You're so cute. We love rubbing your belly. Imagine coming home to that face. It's magic. This is what life's like about, guys. This is it. This is one of the best things about life right here. It's just seeing just smiling happiness. Even if it's looking like a lazy lump. Right? Right, Miss Mama? Ah, don't stop. Oh, you want some more love? You got it. So yeah, there goes Ringo heading out. Ooh, that buckle's smelling good, y'all. Well, thanks for the love, whoever's bringing it on. All right. How we doing over here on the buckle? We're going to have to create a little space here. One minute left. Well, hopefully this pole's clean. Oh, I can't wait. Let's go in a little early. Oop. It's smelling good. I wonder if that's just fruit juice that's doing that. Because I'm not really seeing dough. Here, I'll do it out here. Yeah, that definitely needs more time. Okay, I'm going to lower the temperature now. And you know what I'm going to do? This is a trick too. If you hit So they said 40 minutes at 350, and I started to see the edges getting a little brown. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the oven off and then let that just naturally do its thing without adding more heat to it. And let that sit for another 10 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm probably just going to call this stream an end. We'll post up a picture on the community tab, the YouTube community tab. And if you guys want to see the final product, feel free to subscribe. You don't need to be a member to go on the community tab, and you can see pictures, and I post the recipes there. You guys can also post pictures of your pets. I love seeing pictures of other people's pets. And, you can become part of the farm family. We do memberships, and I'm working on like t-shirts and merch for people to become members at certain levels and stuff like that. And, we love any support you want to give us, even if it's just watching a video or liking a video or just becoming a friend. So y'all have a great Saturday. I hope you have a great weekend. Love y'all. And I want to make sure you all have a wonderful time. And thanks for hanging out at the farm. Bye for now.